Exactly.
Nobody's saying I'm loose, I'm free. We heard Tony say, well, maybe Denny got a little tight coming up out of the corner. So the racetrack must have a tendency tonight to be a lot tighter than what it has been in the past, because these guys are running. Oh my God. That took my breath. These guys are running all over the racetrack looking for new asphalt to get some grip.
Boy, and all over the racetrack, it's the right turn.
That was a right-hand turn in the middle of the corner.
Boyer continues to lead. Let's go back and take a look a moment ago at the 5-car of Kyle Busch. Similar to what you guys were talking about.
Oh, man, he's loose way in that corner. And I'll tell you what, that's a great, it doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you what, when you're, and he did it twice and saved it. Which he does that a lot. He saves a race car being loose a lot, Marty.
How would you race car drivers describe that one to your race team?
I wouldn't be able to talk for about 4 laps. I'm just going to be honest with you on that one.
He said that was stupid sideways, as he called it. And then he came back on the radio and said, oh, yeah, and it was twice, too. He said he's loose on the bottom, but he's too tight up top. So you got to decide which line you want to run. If you want to be fast, you want to be on the bottom, he's got to deal with that loose condition.
You said they were single file, didn't you?
I said they were single file, and then all of a sudden these guys, but look how far ahead they are. I got to give a nod to David Stremme here. Remember, he was in an accident with the 96 car early in the race. Spent some time on pit road, went to the back, and he's driven this thing back up in there. So there's 2 Dodges, 3 Dodges up here in the top 5 or 6. Stremme's doing a great job tonight.
I knew you'd notice that. Matt?
Bill, a lot of crew members running up and down pit road, visiting other crew chiefs, finding out their game plan right now here in the 48 pit. It's taking 109 on the racetrack, pitting on lap 110, and that's pretty much the story with a number of the leaders. The 48 and the 5 teams are working together, getting ready for that final stop like Larry Mack talked about.
These boys are not playing nice.
Well, I just noticed the 17 went after the 5 and did his best to get him loose between 3 and 4 right there.
Yeah, the 5 and the 48 may be working together, but 2 teams that aren't are the 17 and the 5. I'm going to tell you.
They're working together on wrecking each other.
Exactly.
Right. Field on the backstretch heading into turn 3. Larry, what are you thinking?
I just wanted to ask Kyle, or make a statement to Kyle. Kyle, the next time John Andretti or Bobby Labonte tells you their car's loose, show them a video of the 5-car Kyle Busch here tonight. That car has been loose all night long.
I was just getting ready to say, Larry, when you said that, that would be a simple video to show, because you can pick any lap and he's going to be sideways somewhere out there. But you got to give the kid credit. He has a talent like we hadn't seen in the sport in a long, long time. And I said it before. My father said he's probably got more natural talent than anybody to come along since Tim Richmond.
And I think that's the reason he can pretty much write his ticket as far as where he goes and drives a race car for 2008.
Subway, race hard, eat fresh. Hey, pass the mustard, would you?
McReynolds wasn't acting. That's all I have to say about that.
That's a natural.
Oh, Harlan.
I won't tell you, man. That takes your breath when you come off the corner. But that shows these guys have talked about how bad their cars drive, how bad they're handling, all this stuff. That shows these guys got a little bit of control on new tires. These cars will go where they put them.
Right.
Ralph.
Well, Kyle's right. I just spoke to crew chief Pat Tryson for Kurt Busch, and they only had 6 laps on these tires just before that last yellow came out. They really didn't want that yellow. They wanted to keep going. They think their car just gets better as the run gets longer. They're also hoping that the 5 car gets worse as the run gets longer. They think his car starts sliding up the racetrack, and he's going to come back to them as this run continues to the checker.
This is going to be fun. I'm sorry, this is going to be fun to watch, though, right now.
They can hope that 5 car gets worse all they want to, but as that 5 car gets worse, Kyle's talent gets better. I'm going to tell you that, because he just gets better and better the worse that car drives.
Using a fuel mileage strategy, but did have a good car in that race. Casey Kane runs second. Then it's Truex Jr. and Clint Boyer. Lindsay on Casey Mears.
Bill, you talked about how they came in lap 110, took 4 tires to fuel the filled tank. They came in 2 times previously, but Casey said the biggest challenge he's having is working through traffic. So that is the whole thought behind keeping him out and making that decision.
Traffic's behind him now, and there's a lot of it.
I think 26 car knew where that yellow line was that time.
He knew exactly where that yellow line was that time.
On board with Jeff Gordon.
Wow, yeah, no kidding.
It's McMurray, the 26. Biffle, his teammate in the 16. Jimmy Johnson in the Lowe's Chevy, the 48.
But this is where the cars are working well.
Oh,
so the
man.
inside line is the fastest line, and they're hung on the outside. And on new tires, we've talked about it, we beat it to death. There's just so much grip there, you can run on the bottom. I've been impressed that Casey Mears and Casey Kane have been able to hang on the first and second for the last couple of laps.
But it's going to get to the point where one of these guys on the bottom, Kyle's got to lift because his car is going to slide or something's going to happen, and that outside line will then shoot by him. Well, there may be 3 or 4 lines before we get to that point, but
these guys are just trying to get away from the 25 and the 9, to tell you the truth.
Casey Kane hanging on there in the 9 car.
He's going to lose a lot of spots there. Mears is trying to make his car about 30 feet wide.
But look at 07 on the outside here. He's just drove up on the outside of Casey Mears and those guys. He's just got a really good run and jumped up on the outside. And now that inside line, you see Casey Mears' car just kind of twitch a little bit there.
Side by side for the lead.
And this is where you start finding out who your friends are too. This is the part of the race where you're starting to run with guys, and you're wanting to see who's going to run with you and who's going to mess with you. And 5 car's been messing with everybody, but he's got probably one of the best cars in the field.
Clear. You're clear. All right, you're clear. By about 5. Now, when I tell you something, let's do it right away. Don't hesitate on me.
These guys anticipated a little bit better on this one. I think they may have taken off before the line here just to get some. But you see them already making a move.
Some blocking there, but Boyer couldn't pull that off.
There's Casey making a move on the outside. Casey Mears.
With help from a teammment behind him, Jimmy Johnson.
Yep, Hendricks lined up.
And that Jeff Gordon guy's in there.
Whoa, McMurray slides to the outside. This will be interesting.
Wow, Kurt Busch in the 2, right on the bumper of his brother in the 5.
Great move by Casey Mears. I'm telling you, that's a phenomenal move on tires that are 18 laps older than the rest of these guys.
And the 25, the 48, and the 24.
Whoa.
But here's the wild card, Henry's car on the inside, the 5 car. Pushing that 07 back to the front.
And he doesn't have any teammates.
He almost pushed him out of the track.
He sent him off into that corner, all but sideways. Boyer was up on the wheel, sawing on that thing getting in the first corner.
Yeah, he's just getting his breath back right now.
You got that right. Looking in the mirror, and here comes the 5 to knock you in the next corner.
And Carl is in 6th.
6 to go.
And if he jumped out, whoa, and here comes a 5 car flying up on the high side. Taking anybody that will go with him.
Right now, that would be Biffle if he can get there.
But remember the 500, it was one from the outside, man.
But yeah, the 26 has got to jump out in front of that 5 car right now if he can. and doesn't. And now he's going to get a push.
Ralph.
Oh, contact.
Well, there was contact in there, and everybody's cheering down here in the 26 pit, but he's on the outside, which is where he really needs to be right now. On the bottom, his car is very loose. He's just hoping he can get somebody to shove him around the outside.
There's going to be a shove here in a second. Mir's the loser.
Oh, I mean,
Look at the
Kyle Busch just turned left, man.
Left, right down across the hood of the 48, and he's going to be leading this thing in a minute.
Kyle Busch in the 5 car, trying to win 2 NASCAR races on the same track in the same day.
These guys back here.
Now, which way is the 48, his teammate, going to
I
go?
was just thinking the same thing.
He's got 2 Hendrick teammates behind him, the 48 of Johnson and the 24 of Gordon. Gordon's in the high line, behind McMurray.
Oh, man. That 5 car loose.
And he's still in the gas.
He doesn't know any other way.
He has driven that car that way all night long. He's done it down here with the Busch car in February. Every time he comes to this place, he drives the car looser here than anybody I've seen. He could run up there, and if the car was a little bit better, all but bump draft.
Oh, nice move by Carl Edwards.
And Kurt Busch going to try and come along.
Oh, Busch gets a little bit loose.
He's got his teammate behind him in the 12, Ryan Newman.
Kyle Busch didn't want to see that. I'm going to tell you that. He don't want to look up and see Carl.
I don't know if the 5 has really looked in his mirror in the last 100 laps.
I'm not sure he has a mirror. I don't think he has.
I mean, I don't really think he cares who's behind him.
Gordon pushing McMurray to the lead while his teammate in the inside lane loses the lead. McMurray in that 26 car led early in the race, was black flagged for passing below the yellow line. Had to do a pass-through penalty, caught a break on a caution, has worked his way to the lead. Side by side with Kyle Busch as they come to the white flag.
Look at that. That 5 car is strong, man.
Not only is he strong, I'm telling you, he is driving that thing too. He's going to be in the gas all the way. I don't care how sideways this thing gets.
Last lap.
And he needs to be, because if they wreck right now, he's got to be the first guy across that loop.
Kyle Busch now has his brother Kurt behind him.
The one thing is Kyle Busch has the inside, and because of where the start-finish line here is, at this place, the inside line is the line if you can maintain it coming out of turn 4.
Will Edwards,
man, I'll tell you what.
Will Edwards help his teammate, or will he make a move for the win?
I don't know if he'll be able to make the move for the win.
Kyle Busch is the guy right here. He's your winner.
He's going to have the momentum, and he's going to get to the line.
Coming to the checkers.
Oh, wow. That was close. I don't know.
Waiting for scoring.
I think the 26 got him.
It says 26 on the monitor.
Wow.
Great. My God. That's incredible.
Watch the 26 just get a surge right before the line.
It's his teammate right behind him, Carl Edwards.
Right there, the 5 had the advantage. And he had the momentum.
And here they are. And you see.
Now watch right here.
Right there. You see it start to move again.
Remember the finish in the 500? How about that?
That's good stuff.
That's incredible.
And hats off to 5 car. He drove the wheels off that race car tonight for a second place finish.
Last race at Daytona for this car. And this race will be remembered for how well the cars did and the drivers.
Hey, Wally.
Well, I know it was very close looking through the windshield. Let's try to roll it back so you can get an eye view of what it looked like on film, because it was a photo finish. Here we go, out of turn 2.
All right, this is a long ways back. I knew that he can beat me however much he wanted to down the back straightaway. I was just kind of relaxing at that point and looking at my mirror, making sure to see who I had behind me. And getting into 3, I figured, well, I'm ahead now, so he better slow it up and get back closer to my brother's front bumper and let him get ahead. So that's what I'm doing right here, is just trying to whoa up. And I figured, all right, that's probably good enough. I better get rolling here and come up and get the side draft off him. And I guess I must have got it a little bit too soon or something, but I don't know, maybe if I would have held it down low, I would have won the thing. From that angle, I won, I don't care.
Hey, great night tonight.
All right, thanks.
And here's one more look. Take a look at this little picture here. That is how close the final race in this car configuration was at Daytona. Look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty close. There ain't much there. Ain't much I could have done different, I guess.
As BP would say, man, oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ralph?
We're down here with Kurt Busch. Kurt, just like you and I